Hi guys, I'm making another video, just like how Jake and Blake and Josh should. Hee hee. So, if you're wondering why I'm making a video at like 1 o'clock right now, well, not 1 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock, but this video will probably get uploaded at 1, so I'm going to say 1. It's because I have the rest of the week off school, and it's going to be great. The teachers have a thing, and I don't know what that is, so I have another character. This is also a video I'm going to introduce something I've been doing, that is this piece of paper. It's like the special item of the video spot, if you haven't noticed yet. So this is going to be the special item, but I'm going to, as fast as I can, go through this character, because you need to know this character before you can see the thing that's on the paper. So this guy's name is Barendd. I'm not positive if that's how you pronounce it, but that's what I'm going to go with. So I will just show you his stats like I've been doing for the past few videos. Stats, yay! This is another second level character. I'm just making all of the characters I make second level now, since it's way more fun. So this guy is a hill dwarf druid with a folk hero background. So yes, the features and traits, again, you can just look at this, and he knows common, druidic, and dwarven, because he's a druid and a dwarf, and everyone knows common. So spells, he's got a few spells. For cantrips, he has Chill Touch, Poison Spray, and Shillelagh. For first level spells, he has Charm Person, Conjure Minor Animals, and Purify Food and Drink. Also, when you are at second level for a druid, you get your druid circle. And I rolled and I got the circle of spores. So he has a ability where he can like spores people at the end of turns and like give them another 3 damage at this point. It like escalates as you level up. So I'm just sorry, I thought I saw something. I'm just gonna go straight to personality, I guess. So I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, hope not. So this is a hill dwarf, so he's got like the red hair, and because it's like a circle of spores, you know how sometimes when you picture dwarf, they've just got like a few braids and they're like huge beards? It's like this, but it's got like mushrooms. Because why not? And then personality traits is lawful good / neutral. And I'm going to skip the ideals, bonds, and flaws until after I read the backstory to you. It's kind of long, but we'll do it. It's about this long. So, hello, I am Barendd, a hill dwarf druid. Not a choice, I know, but I didn't really have the choice. The army needed a druid. I came from the foothills around the Frozen Belt Mountains, and I was drafted for the war between the mountain dwarves and the orcs. When the call came in for help, all the dwarves who weren't miners were called in to fight. Refusal wasn't an option. Before the war, I was a brewer, and I worked in the family business, and I was good at it too. Torrance Tipsy Toads. We prospered until the war. Quick note, Tipsy Toads, like the frog. It's a place in Whitehall that sometimes we drive past on the way to Grandma and Grandpa's, and I just saw it and it just kind of stuck out, and I was like, hey, cool name, it sounds like a D&D bar, so it is. About halfway through the war, I was drafted to do 2 things: poison orcs and keep the dwarves free from poison. Orcs had started to use poison weapons that did more damage than our warhammers. I wasn't in battle often, but sometimes I was, and I will never forget those times. I remember one time in an orc city, Ronia I think it was called, I was sent into battle. People were running into the streets, and only a few orcs were standing to fight. half-orc-looking young woman tripped and a dwarf slashed her across the back. And before she kept running, she just called down a smite. I've never seen something like that happen. When the war ended, I left my home in the hills. I kept learning about the power of nature, and I kept brewing, because why not? Now I'm traveling the land. I've decided, even though war isn't the option I'd like to take, it's sometimes the option you have to. I did that voice on the fly, so if it's horrible, I'm sorry. So, ideals is just the war thing at the end. Like, it's not always the option you want to take, but sometimes the option you have to. Also, poison can be kind of fun. Barendd, his only love is brewing. And mushrooms. And then Flies is kind of a little bit crazy, and he isn't stingy with the spores. I don't know, I just thought that might be kind of fun. So, that's that part. I think I've done this part in a record time. So if you haven't noticed, in Barend's backstory, I mentioned the Frozen Belt Mountains, and if you watched the Volvine video, there were also Frozen Belt Mountains. I mean, like, but Caitlin, what have you gotten into your brain? Why in the world did you start world building? I started world building, guys, so I might DM an adventure if I get my hands on either a pirated, bootleg, copyright infringed copy of the DM's book, or if Jake comes back and brings his DM book so I can kind of look at what it'd be to DM an adventure. But I did place characters, so Eidos from the first video, he's on Refuge Island. All those little symbols here, there's the key before I do anything else. There's a key. And then Barendd, the video I just talked about, he's from the foothills. I don't really know where he is. So he's from the foothills and the Frozen Belt Mountains. No, I was pointing too high. Down here. And then Volvine, she comes from the middle. So where Volvine, that is Rowena. And then I guess there are two other landmarks on the map. You've got Brothers Peaks, which is 4 mountains in the middle of a grassland, and the Living River, which I just named the Living River because I felt like. So, I don't know, this might be kind of fun. I also might not actually DM it if I don't get my hands on a book while I'm still on this Dungeons & Dragons high. But yes, I believe that is all of my video. I have another character that's not on the map yet that is complete except for a backstory and like personality and all the stuff that I like get to choose. Also, it's freezing in my room right now, which is the explanation for the hat and like the sweatshirt, and like I have like a blanket on my lap because it's just really cold. For some reason my room is like always the coldest in the winter and like always the hottest in the summer, and I still spend all of my time here. I think I need some sense knocked into me. But I will see y'all later, and I hope you have a great week in school while I have my few days off.